letters from the past, part of the archive from Carol Williams. I talked to Carol, our first AIDS nurse, weekly. We just chat about the past, present, and the future. So she mentioned during one of our conversations that she had letters from patients that she had saved, and she was going to save them for her children. And they're really very touching, and they speak to the close bond between patients and families and their caregivers during that era. Here's a letter from a mother who had a family meeting with Carol when their son first came back to Rochester. He was having a lot of trouble coming to grips with loss of independence and illness that would likely take his life. The date is November 14th, 1990. Dear Carol, Bob and I would like to express our appreciation for your taking the time to see us, to explain what needed to be explained, and to direct us to an informed source of information, and just for being there to help us. We are facing a devastating situation as a family, and the only consolation is knowing that there are people like you who care. He goes on for several paragraphs and closes by saying, this world needs more people like you. Here's a Valentine's Day card from Ron and Chuck. Dear Carol, hope you have a day of relaxation and indulge yourself in sheer delight on the 14th. We wanted to say that we think of you often and treasure our friendship. Your concern and help have made dealing with AIDS so much easier. Think of that statement, that she really eased that journey and the pain. What she did that triggered this note was that she helped get them ready to travel to visit Chuck's parents. A letter on a condolence card, a mother writing after the death of her son. Thank you for caring about my son Bernard. He felt very safe knowing he could call you for advice wherever he was. Trust and safety, huge, huge pieces. The last one I have here is from a friend of a patient. And it's kind of sobering. He writes, it's only been a few hours since Wayne died. He's writing this letter in his grief and says things like, I'm glad we let him have the good life that he had by not having to come to the office every week, and how you came to the house making house calls. And in this last page, he says, at the outset, we all knew what the final outcome would be of Wayne's illness. I believe he lasted as long and, more importantly, as comfortably as he did, thanks to you. Thanks to you and your care. I will always remember you, and I will always be thankful for you for making our lives just that much better. That tells the story. That is the story of patients and caregivers and families